Good evening, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Why, yes, you too, Junior. Tonight's discussion will be about the top threat to our nation being communism, and how you can help hunt down its invisible contributors. First things first, you may ask. How do I know if someone is a communist? Do I go off looks alone? Trust me, I understand that this is a concern, and the answer isn't easy. As we know, a communist cannot be identified by their looks alone. However, you can tell by their actions. These actions may be hard to spot at first, or may be practically invisible to the untrained eye. But if you follow these simple steps, the ordinary might not seem so ordinary for long. First off, if a person claims to be a communist, take their word for it. And if that person belongs to any sort of communist organization, that is also enough to make an accurate assumption that they could and most likely be a communist. Let's say that that person denies being a communist, but they ridicule all foreign and domestic policies of the United States, all in the meanwhile supporting and defending those of other communist regimes. One could then positively assume that they themselves are in fact communist. While these are strong indicators of someone being a communist, it won't always be that easy. For instance, take into account what they are reading, watching, and listening to on the radio. Do you notice anything funny? A good reference to see if a person has communist tendencies is to watch the news and refer to the Hollywood blacklist. For instance, if they are watching a movie with any blacklisted director such as Orson Welles, one can begin to assume that they may possibly be a communist. Let's say that person also reads Marxist texts, or they read books by blacklisted authors. That is another reason to believe that they may be in fact a communist. If that person is described by these categories, do not wait. I beg you. Begin to take action. You need evidence that they are a communist, and you need to make sure that they aren't influencing any others. Because keep in mind, communists have no shape or form as we discussed before. They can be anyone. Your coworker could be a communist, or perhaps your teachers. Heck, even your children could have been brainwashed into little communist spies. Always keep your eye out and report your suspicions or findings to law enforcement to protect Lady Liberty and her people. Well, that about does it, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, you all can do your part. And yes, I'm talking to you specifically, Junior. Keep your eye out. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled like the small boy they think you are. You're a man. You're an American. Once again, thank you all. I wish you all the best of luck and hope you all have the best of nights. Until next time. This message was brought to you by the U.S. government and U.S. Communist Party. The U.S. government is not responsible for any misaccusations or injury in this case with the trial made of the U.S. Please investigate your own risk.